Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your host and MC for the evening, chainsaw juggling world record holder and reigning 5th place WAJF ring champion, intermediate division. From Victoria, British Columbia, Aaron Gregg.
Hey there, everybody. How you doing? Woo! Feeling good tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to the 2006 IJA Awards Show. Yeah! Woo! Oh, we're going to have some fun. Now, I don't know how many of you read Juggle Magazine. I guess you're all IJA members, so probably not many of you. But there was an article in the most recent edition. Dave Finnegan was suggesting ways to better honor our IJA award winners. He suggested that we hire non-comedians to MC the show. So here I am. I know. So I do want to apologize in advance if I do get any laughs tonight. So I screwed up already. Stop it! Dave's getting mad. Oh, Dave's not here? Oh, cool. Okay. So Neil Stammer walks into an orphanage, and there you go. Well, a boo's better than a laugh, I guess. So okay. Well, let's bring out our first act. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act is the IJA 2001 individual champion, but he's also proud of many other accomplishments. He was voted most stupendous at the 1997 Groundhog Day Festival. Fans of groundhogs, good, thanks for coming. He beat out 2 other competitors to place first at the 1995 Las Vegas Yo-Yo Open, and he came all the way here to Portland in 2003 to win Division 4 of the Winter Heat Scrabble competition. Pretty exciting stuff. Well, he's here to juggle for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Matt Henry.
Check this out.
Mr. Matt Henry. Woo. Oh, diggity dog. I'd just like to take this moment to thank our lovely interpreter for this evening, Miss Peggy Roos. You didn't sign the applause. Oh, you did, good. I like it when she claps for herself. That's my favorite part. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the awards show. So we're going to present our first award now. So to present the Excellence in Education Award tonight, the editor of Juggle Magazine, Mr. Alan Howard.
Thanks. Hi. Hi. I'm here tonight to present the IJA Excellence in Education Award to David Groth. Now, David has been involved in elementary education for the past 27 years and has found a way to integrate juggling into that for most of that time, especially in the last 12 years since his first IJA festival in 1994 in Burlington. He has put juggling into his classes every day. Oh, he's there. Hi.
Am I early? I read.
Be here if you want. It's about you. You can listen if you like. Pardon me. You can shake out your hands there if you want. Works. Anyway, thanks. So David has managed to put juggling into all his classes. His fifth grade juggling classes get juggling breaks every day. Not even juggling classes, just his regular fifth grade classes get juggling breaks every day. He has also instigated at his school Tuesday morning juggling sessions every week during the school year. Even throughout the year, school year or not, he does family juggling every Monday night for the community back in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. David has instituted the Coeur d'Alene Juggling Festival for the last 4 years. He was the co-director of the Levity Youth Performance Group for 4 years. All you folks in the IJA will know him for his work as the director of the IJA Youth Showcase for the past 5 years. And that's worth applause. Thanks. He's taught thousands of people to juggle over the years. Myself, I first heard of David when he approached me at Juggle Magazine saying there should be a column about learning how to juggle, teaching tips on teaching other people how to juggle, and passing on what we do to future generations of people. And not only that, but he went ahead and did such a column. And that's what we're giving him an award for, is his inspiration to future generations of jugglers, his ability to come up with ideas and follow through on them. And I'd like to present the Excellence in Education Award to David Groth for outstanding contributions toward the advancement of the knowledge of the art and sport of juggling from the IJA, and we thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In my few words here, I have to figure out a place to weave in that I lost my 7 Fergie beanbags, and they're in a mesh bag, and I left them somewhere. So I got to figure out a way to put that in here somewhere. The scariest part is, part of the scary part is I lost my Fergie bags that I've had since '97 in Pittsburgh. The other scary part is that 2 weeks ago I was down at the beach at the end of the block of my street. I rode my bike down, went for a swim like I always do, and then I walked home, and the next morning I went to get my bicycle and it was gone. So bicycle Fergie bags in 2 weeks, those are big blows. Those are big. But thank you, Alan, and this really does mean a lot to me. As Alan mentioned, in '94 was my first IJA juggling festival, and I had a blast. I loved the people, and I came home with a resolve to make it a bigger part of my life, and I have done that, I'm glad to say. And for my little corner my seat in the little corner of the juggling world, some of the things I get to see are every year in September I have 35th graders come into my classroom who are just begging to learn to juggle. And they only have to wait 30 minutes before they get their first juggling lesson. And I receive phone calls and emails that say things like this: Mr. Groth, I learned 4-4-1. I have kids, one of the highlights is always kids inventing tricks. I do have kids say things like, Mr. Groth, I invented a trick. I call it off the knee. They always wonder if I've seen it before, and sometimes it's a little gentle to not let them down too much when they have invented the trick off the knee. Then I have kids one year I had a kid Alex Graves, invented a series of tricks. He called them the water series: drip, drizzle, thunderstorm, and tsunami. I've also had the pleasure of sharing this wonderful juggling addition to my life with my kids, Christopher, who is a very good juggler and very much into it, and Emily, who always has enjoyed being a part of juggling the performances and the people here. So I'm grateful to the IGA, which sponsored this festival in Portland in 2006, where I lost my Fergie beanbags, 7 of them, in a nylon mesh bag, and I left them somewhere. White, thank you. Jason showed me why I was smart and didn't buy black ones on there. 7 white Fergie bags. But I am grateful to the IGA for showing me the high end of juggling, for making me a better teacher of juggling, and for the many, many laughs and heartfelt moments I have had through juggling. Juggling and the friends I've made through juggling have enriched my life. So thank you very much. My one disappointment this week is that I don't, as far as I know, no one did anything crazy with that pendulum. Does anyone know? Maybe it's coming tonight. Thank you very much.
David,
Thank you, Aaron.
good stuff. Whew. All right, well, I am a juggler, so instead of just talking all night, I thought I'd do some actual juggling. I'm going to do a little trick here. I need the help of a woman. Maybe. Actually, I don't need a woman. I just don't get to talk to them much. But, because I'm a juggler. Oh, that's not very nice. Maybe someone in the front. Maybe, you'd be perfect, ma'am. Oh, no, come on up. It's real simple. Okay, someone a little younger. You're the one I really wanted. Yeah, perfect. There we go. I was using her as a decoy. Miss, just come on around the side here. Perfect. It'll be lots of fun, I promise. What's your name, ma'am? Marianne, I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you, Marianne. Folks, a big hand for Marianne. Please welcome her to the stage. Oh, thanks for coming, Marianne. I don't know whether to walk behind her in front of Peggy there. Now, Marianne, oh, this is going to be good. Marianne, I just need you to stand right there for me. Perfect. Okay. Now, Marianne, I just need you to have a little seat on the ground there. Yeah, I cleaned up the stage earlier. Okay. Now, Marianne, you're going to want to turn this way. There you go. Now, you're going to want to just lie back. There you go. Everybody does it. There you go. Okay, good. Yeah, just lie on back there. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now, Marianne, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this spinning ball. I'm going to spin it on this stick. Then I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to hold on to it and put it between your legs and just hold it right against the ground, okay? I'm then going to balance one of these clubs on my chin, juggle the other 3, and walk over you. It's going to be lots of fun. For all of us. All right. Everything's fine, Marianne. Okay, so just hold on to that, Marianne. Okay, yeah. You're going to have to hold on to the stick tight, otherwise I might rub my ball. Okay, good. Okay. That was tasteless. Okay. And don't worry, Marianne, if something goes wrong, I've got really good insurance. We just have to say we were doing this in my car. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's try that again, Marianne, sorry. I usually have more beers when I do this, and I've only had 2, so. You're doing a great job, Marianne. I'm real impressed. Okay. Did we make it? We made it! Come on! Notice how she springs up. Marianne, let me help you up. Oh, Marianne. Thank you so much, Marianne. Let me show you to the stairs. Marianne, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for her. Thank you, Marianne. Perfect. All right. Now, I was talking earlier about Dave Vinnikin's article, and also in that article, he suggested that we model the IJA after the National Speakers Association. Now, I think we should go further and model it after the Miss America pageant. So to present our 2006 IJA People's Choice Award, we've got Miss IJA 2005, Mr. Matt Hall. Let's hear it for him. Hey, Matt.
How you doing, Peggy? Good to see you again. We've been through battle together in the trenches. So, this year's People's Choice voting was very diverse, and it's good for me to see it because it means that a lot of people were touched by someone else at this festival, kind of in one way. Anyway, just right back into it, right back in the soup. Okay, so for example, I mean, we had a lot of people recognized, and I just want to list a few names to give you a sense of the diversity of the people who were voted for. For example, Jay Gilligan received 3 votes, and he wasn't even here. Was he here? Did I miss the workshop, or what? David Hasselhoff received 1 vote. Yes, he did, and that vote was deemed spurious, the record was expunged, and we will never mention it again. It's also good to see that many of our international guests, our fellow jugglers from other countries, were recognized. People like Jerome Thomas, Takashi Kikyo, Kome Aoki, Marco Paoletti, and that's a cool thing. We can give them a, yeah, respect. Furthermore, many of the people who work tirelessly all year round for the IJA, our administrators and our board members, were also recognized. People like Dave Davis and Jerry Martin, Joyce Howard were all voted for, and I think that's very cool. But now down to the nitty-gritty. Our 2 honorable mentions that must be recognized and given a special round of applause are Masaki Hirano, our 3-ball juggler, and my boys, the Dewdrop Jugglers. They were also given very many votes. Man. But the winner was the clear winner by a huge majority of votes, and I want to say, wow, I am old and busted. He is the new hotness. Ladies and gentlemen, 2006 People's Choice Award goes to Tony Pezzo. Right there, baby. Get on up here. Woo! Come on, baby. Silence?
I just want to say thanks for voting for me because you had to vote. And it was very exciting getting to come up here to the festival and getting to present my act. And I'll be back next year, so be fun.
Yeah. Right on, man. Respect. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Gregg.
Thanks, Matt. Oh, man, that was a good. Tony's act was top notch, man. Christmas tree and everything. That was good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next act is entitled Technitivity. It's a combination of technique and creativity. And I was once in a conversation with Jay Gilligan, and he said, to properly explore one's creativity, you need good technique. And there's no question, our next act definitely has both of those attributes. He comes all the way from Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Marco Pauletti.
Technic is green. Technic is green. Technic is green. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Technic is green. Technic is green. Technic is green. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Creativity is white.
Pipeline sculpture in the sun. Endless length for almost none. Pipeline from the unknown engineer. Made for profit and no fear. Pipeline hauling oil and gas. Crossing rivers, pylons over grass. Pipeline shining in cold air. Come and go nowhere. Come and go nowhere.
Technic is green. Technic is green. Technique is green. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Technique is green. Technique is green. Technique is green. Creativity is white. Creativity is white. Creativity is white.
Ladies and gentlemen, your three-ball open champion and a wonderful performer, Mr. Marco Paoletti. These were intentional drops, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's stage manager, Phil DiPaolo. The first backstage tech to actually wear black this week, which is pretty exciting. A true professional, yes. I saw some pink pants earlier this week, which was pretty cool. It was my friend wearing them. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here to present the Flamingo Award is a woman who was a judge at the X juggling competitions yesterday. She's going to be competing at the WJF in just a couple of weeks. She's new to the juggling scene, but she's an inspiration to us all. Please welcome my favorite overhead juggler, ladies and gentlemen, Erin Stevens.
Thank you. Is this thing here for short people? Whoa. All right, hope that woke you all up. Hi, I'm Erin Stevens. When I first found out about the IJA, I did a little reading up on it and found out about this Flamingo Award and made it my goal to win the award. Then showed up and found out it was for kids 18 and younger. Missed out on that boat. But the next biggest honor I could get is to be asked to present this award to outstanding women in the juggling world and up-and-coming women. So the Flamingo Club is an organization dedicated to supporting women in juggling. Since 1996, an award has been given at each IJA festival to a young woman who shows outstanding promise in juggling. Previous award winners have included Dorothy Finnegan, Lana Bolin, and Olga Galchenko. This year, not only do we have the opportunity to give 2 awards out to awesome up-and-coming women, but the IJA has also donated copies of the brand new, fresh off the press, Trailblazers Women Who Juggle DVD. And we're giving it to young women who have demonstrated the motivation, perspiration, and inspiration it takes to be a fantastic female juggler. So about 3 years ago, I was approached by Bill Berry at a juggling festival, and he told me about the IJA championships for the first time. And the first question out of my mouth was, so how many females compete? And he said, On a good year, if you're lucky, 1. This year, in the stage competitions alone, there were 8 female competitors. There are more women juggling on the floor than ever before, and females are constantly taking juggling to newer and higher heights. We would like to recognize the following women for the passion they show in juggling. After tonight's show, please meet us at the IJA table to receive your copy of the documentary. First, we have Laura Ernst, who competed in the first ever 3-ball X Game competition, extreme juggling competition. And also, somebody who astounded us all, Kate Flaherty, the winner of the 3-ball X Game juggling competition. For their performance as the Charlie Angels in the teams competition, we have Sophia Myers, Hannah Storr, and Sarah Zolsdorf. Also in the teams competition, we had Guava, starring Selby Scholzberg and Anna Kutkarich. Another woman who stood out strongly this week was a woman who has mastered the art of bounce juggling, winning the numbers bounce competition with 25 catches, Frida Brinkman. She also got, in the prelims, she got 34 catches of 9-ball, which is 3 catches away from the IJA record. And finally, in the TPEC team, we have Cheng Shu Hui, Cheng Pi Hua, and Cheng Tzu Yin. So thank you to all of those awesome competitors and all of the women who keep inspiring more and more women to get involved. And now on to the main Flamingo Award. This year, the award will be going out to 2 up-and-coming young female jugglers. They will be receiving the Flamingo Award trophy donated by the Rainbows End Theater Company, a juggling tank top from the Quebec Jugglers, and 3 clubs each donated by Arthur Lubell and Todd Smith. So this first girl hails from San Antonio, Texas. She has 2 siblings who juggle as well, neither of which wanted to come to the IJA, so she single-handedly convinced her father to bring just her. She startled us with her spunk in the youth showcase, and at 9 years old, she's passing 7 clubs. This award goes to Kimberly Nesbitt. Please come to the stage, Kimberly. And our second winner of the Flamingo Award this year came into this festival on fire and has maintained that fire throughout the convention. As I stood juggling with a crowd of 6-ball jugglers, she immediately came up and confidently started going through her entire repertoire of 3-ball tricks. She has gone to countless workshops and competed and won medals in both the juggling and 3-ball open beginning competition. She's 10-year-old, this is her first IJA. She's from Sonora, California, and has captured the hearts of many, Aubrey Collis. Come on up, Aubrey. Please give these 2 awesome young women a huge round of applause. Keep up with the fire, ladies.
How's the show going so far? You guys having fun? Is it good? I know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next performers have been pushing the envelope for decades into the paper shredder. I screwed up that joke. Man, and someone else wrote it, and then you screw it up. You just feel terrible, terrible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must also admit that these next performers don't care if their clubs hit the ground as long as their explanations remain over your heads. Got that one. Our next act, the Stanford Juggling Research Institute.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be back in front of you again. Of course, most of you know us by now. Nice job on the no flash photography in the front row. Thank you. Yeah, seriously, no flash photography during us. We don't care about the rest of the performers. As I was saying, they love us now. Most of you already know us, but for those of you who don't, my name is Rick Rubenstein. This is Neil Fred Picciotto, and of course the founder of the Institute, Dr. Martin Frost. Now, we have really enjoyed the time we have spent here this week inventing new club passing patterns and Gosh, how did the Galchenkos beat us? I have no idea. Inventing new club passing patterns and seeing the patterns that other people have come up with, which we will eventually be stealing the credit for. However, we found that there was a bit of a misconception that we would like to take this opportunity to clear up. It seems that many of you are under the misapprehension that the Stanford Juggling Research Institute consists entirely of we three people. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, even at our main Stanford juggling compound alone, there's a staff of hundreds. And if you figure in our 12 satellite campuses scattered all around the world, there are dozens, I mean hundreds of people, thousands perhaps, who help us out. We have 29 certified topologists, 54 indirect quotient denominators, 94 Flemish industrialist sphygnometers, staff of, I think, 35 massage therapists, 19 prostitutes. That's just for Martin. We have, I think it's 21 certified ninjas, 3.5 professors of Flemish indirect literature. Up. Thank you. And thank you. And all of those people are working together to bring the glory, the honor, the respect to the three of us that we deserve. Thank you very much. And thanks to all of our lovely assistants.
Oh, I love academia. Oh. But you know what I love? I love coming to the IJA because the best thing is you go to other small regional conventions, but there's just not nearly as many vendors. But here we had loads of vendors. I've never seen that many before. And I was walking around looking at lots of the different stuff for sale, and I found one of my favorite items. It was at Serious Juggling, and it's a kit on how to be the greatest juggler in the world. And it's just 3 balls and a Beatles soundtrack. But it really helps a lot. No. And then I saw they had another one. They had another one. It's how to be the best hack juggler. And I looked in it, and it was my promo tape. But, yeah. Yeah. I know, thanks. Yeah. So there's that little girl in the front. Hi there. Hello. I do that when I don't get laughs or anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act has been doing cruise ship shows all around the world. He's an IJA silver medalist. He comes all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. Please welcome Ivan Pacelle.
All right, how you guys doing tonight? Let me hear ya. All right. Well, you guys look like a great crowd. My name's Ivan Pacelle. It's great to be here. Now, I'd like to start out my portion of the show by taking one of these 3 red balls, throwing it into the air, and catching it at a dead stop on my forehead. What do you think? Would that be amazing? Yeah. You're like, we're jugglers. We can do it, stupid. That's cool. Do it anyway. Thank you for the applause, but I'm just waiting for someone to throw me a fish. Stop that. And now I'd like to present a trick that I've entitled 7 Years with No Social Life. Good. Apparently that was 7 years well spent. Good. And this one I call 14 Years with No Social Life. Now, I don't know if you're all aware of this, but this is actually a standard sobriety test here in Oregon. And some of you may think there's some sort of trick to what I'm doing. Either I'm using a magnetic ball or Velcro or something of that nature, but of course that would be totally impossible. Nope, the real key to this trick is to poke little holes in the ball so the hamster that's running around inside can breathe. And now my impression of a stuffed Christmas pig. Now these... Thanks, Scotty. Now these next series of tricks are made possible by the 10-gallon jar of styling gel that I use. Notice how the hair doesn't move. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I can do all of that and read at a 5th grade level. Thank you. Moving on to a couple more tricks that Hasselhoff finds talentless and uninteresting. Now, typically I start out my club routine with a pirouette. Okay? But tonight, being the last night of the convention, and you guys being the intense party crowd that you are, I'm going to do as many pirouettes as it takes to make you guys happy. So in a second, I'm going to need everyone here to yell out a big number, and that's how many pirouettes I'll do. So everybody, scream it out. Big number. Let me hear it. 3. I heard 3 back there. Yeah, I think I heard 1,000 from someone up here. So 3 or 1,000. Wonder which one I'm going to do. All right. Now I need everyone to go ahead and count along with me as I do them. I have done nothing. Glad you enjoyed it. Whee! Here we go. I got all 3 clubs up in the air. All right. Nope, I'm going for 1,000. Yep, you asked for it. Enjoy the rest of the show. It's like we're at the WJF. All right, that's all I'm doing. I'm dizzy. Thank you. I really am dizzy. And finally, I ended my routine with a very unique trick. And so what I'd like to attempt to do right now is balance one of these 3 clubs on my forehead, drop it back behind myself, kick it back up over my head, and resume a basic juggling pattern. Now, typically in my shows, I perform this trick using 3 flaming torches, but unfortunately, I'm no longer allowed to perform that. Since the trial. I mean, some people, you know, I'm on fire, I'm burning. It's selfish is all it is. I mean, there's a show going on up here, people trying to have fun. No one wants to be bored with your personal problems. My clothes are ablaze. Just shut up. You people are disgusting. That's good. Boy, that'd be pretty funny if my narcolepsy kicked in right now, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. Yeah, that means clap along. I'm not a seal. Thank you guys. All right. All right, now for this next routine, I'm going to need the help of a volunteer. So we have any little kids in the audience? Anybody from 8 years old or younger? Do we have anybody here? Yeah, she's smart. She's smart. Anybody 8 years old or younger? Well, come on up here. Just run up here. Don't worry about safety or the stairs. Come on up. You have a mustache. That's good. You're at the very top. Quickly. Run, faster. Get some scissors, quick. Come on. Just leap up there. Oh my dear. Good job, man. Come on over here. What's your name, buddy?
Skylar.
Skylar. Everyone say hi, Skylar. All right, Skylar, you having a good time so far?
Yep.
Yeah, how old are you?
8.
8. Okay, so you just made it. Good job. So is this your first convention? No. No. Okay. Do you juggle? You're learning. Good job, man. We'll keep it up. Well, Skylar, little do you know, you've actually signed up for a very, very dangerous job. You've just signed up to be juggled. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I will attempt to juggle Skylar along with 2 other completely different objects. You're smiling. That's cute. Now, unfortunately, I'm no longer allowed to juggle a kid with these objects due to lawsuits pending. Selfish people. All right, Skylar, come on over here. Now, the first thing to think about when juggling an object of this caliber is trying to figure out how to start. That's the trickiest part. And so in my experience, I've found the easiest way to begin is to balance Skylar on my forehead, drop him back behind myself, kick him back up over my head. I'm just kidding, Skylar. There's no way I could kick you that high. So good. Arms out like this. We're going to do a couple practice throws. Jeez. How much do you weigh?
50.
Okay. Whew. Skylar, keep those legs straight, buddy. Hey, don't hold on. That's how we lost Grandma. All right. All right. Good job. Skylar, go ahead. Grab those 2 juggling balls there for me. Give them to me. Thank you. Turn back around now, Skylar. We're going to get tired here. I need you to put your arms out, okay? Now we're going to try to do this. Now I have to ask you a very important question before we start. What did you have to eat today? It's just because, if I squeeze too hard, I want to know what I'm in for, all right? So. Water, huh? It's a good combination, okay. Sounds like prison food. There you go. Where have you been? Okay, don't hold on. Just put your arms out in front of you. In front of you. There we go. You are a heavy kid. You're like as tall as me almost. Okay, put your legs out. No, that's fine. All right, Skylar, here we go. All right, here. What are you laughing at? That could have been you. All right, Skylar, we're gonna try this one more time. Arms out. How much do you weigh, do you think?
50 pounds.
50 pounds. I will attempt to juggle Skylar. 50 pounds, 2 balls, 1 stud. Hey, how are you? All right, everybody clap along. Here we go. Skylar, ladies and gentlemen. Take a bow, buddy. Take a bow. Take a bow. All right. Oh, there you go. Back to your seat, buddy. All right. Keep it going for him, Skylar. Take the stairs. Wait, Skylar. He's already up there. He's already gone out the building. Skylar, for helping me out, I have a copy of the Things You Can't Do Too DVD I want to give you, so it'll be right there when you need it. I work out, and seriously, that kid was heavy. All right. Moving along to my final routine of the evening. Now, before I leave, I'd like to say you guys have been such a great crowd. Thanks for letting me come out here, having a few laughs. I really appreciate it. I've always wanted to perform at an IJA convention. Not competing and losing, but being here, so I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Now, this last piece, it's a brand new piece. It's kind of an artsy piece. So if I can, guys, can I get some lighting? That's going to make me look really sexy, okay? I just need something that's really going to bring... Graceful. Bonsoir, everybody. Bonsoir. Good line, Scotty. All right, I'll leave you guys with one final trick. Here we go. My name's Matt Hall, and I like to do site swaps. Not in this country. Look how flustered you got me now, Sky. Thanks. All right, thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
That's handy because the acts are allowed to get laughs. But, yeah. Wow, and apparently I'm not. That's cool, yeah, thanks. Please, let's have one more big hand for the best looking guy at the IJA, Skylar. Nice work. Sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our last act of the first half, so we're now going to have a 15-minute intermission. I'd like to meet you all back here promptly at 9:10. Go to the bathroom, have a drink, come get my autograph backstage, whatever you like. We'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, jugglers and jugglerettes, please welcome back to the stage the illegitimate love child of Bob Nickerson and Trixie LaRue, Aaron Gregg.
Hi everybody. Wow, I only got to give out one autograph. That's my personal best, though. I have two quick announcements I'd like to make. Has anyone here lost 7 Fergies in a mesh bag? They're not yours, Scotty. What the hell is this? It's the little girls. No. All right, well, we have them there. She's terrified. Are they David's? Oh, wow. There you go. Hold on, David. What? Oh, you need more stage time? What? What? That's part of the Excellence in Education Award, 7 used Fergies. What? Are they not yours?
This is a happy moment. They are mine, but I just wanted to say Leif made me laugh just out here now. We're just saying that an incredible thing happened, and he found 7 Fergies tied to a bicycle.
I don't know. Neil Fred found them. Hopefully they're not purple. I don't know. Hopefully. No, because I don't know if you ever look at the SJRI clubs, they've got like this red tinge, and apparently it's hair dye from Neil Fred. No, really, that's what Rick said. Anyway, enough about hair dye. I have one quick announcement I'd like to make. The 9-year-old from San Antonio who won the Flamingo Award, her name is Kimberly Martinez, not Nesbitt as previously announced. Anyway, I was actually a judge in the individual prop competitions this year, and our next act got the highest score I gave to anyone in any category. He's not going to be doing cigar boxes tonight, but he's going to be doing a hat routine. He's performed off-Broadway with Laser Vaudeville. He's been on Fox TV's 30 Seconds to Fame, and he studied at the École Nationale des Cirques, which is in Canada. So if he's good, it's because he studied in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from New York City, please welcome Mr. Nicholas Flair.
shrine of your legs. I promise to love and to worship each day. I know that heaven is not before. Although it's spelled wrong, my name's up in lights. I feel so good, but you say it's alright. I'll pay the price if you'll help me to find the other side of this life. The other side of this life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Flair. David, does this look familiar? Where's David? No? Is this yours? No, okay, she's... Man. They're usually older when they're terrified of me, but I guess she is too. All right, well, that's one more bike for me. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, actually, I probably shouldn't put it there. I'll just carry it around with me. Look, I'm an idiot. No, because the lock's still on it, so I can't put it on the ground. Here, Peggy, hold this. No, ladies and gentlemen, to continue with tonight's Miss America theme, our next award presenter is Miss Extraordinary Service 2005 and founder of the SJRI, Mr. Martin Frost.
Thank you. I'm proud to be able to present this year's Extraordinary Service Award, which is given to a juggler who has shown outstanding service in the support and promotion of juggling. This year's recipient is Sandy Brown. I'll say. Sandy lives in Kansas City, where she's a physical therapist in private practice, and a pioneer at that, having given up human practice to work on canines. She's also a competitive triathlete. In races this summer, she's captured first and second place finishes in her age group. And something I only recently learned is she's a private pilot. Now, if I can only get her to fly me to juggling festivals, I could, get a good deal. Sandy started juggling in the 70s. She describes her first encounter with juggling as being hit by a bolt of lightning. And I think we could all empathize with that. Her first impromptu juggling performance was on a Danish tall ship in the Caribbean in the mid-70s. And of course, she taught some of the sailors to juggle. She later studied juggling performance in the Northeast, where she eventually acted and juggled with the American Repertory Theater in Boston. There she was a member of the original cast of Big River before it moved to Broadway. In it, she not only juggled, but played the fiddle, and as some of you know, she also plays the accordion. In 1983, she joined Gravity's Last Stand, a juggling group which in the previous 2 years had won gold and silver medals in the IJA teams. With them, she performed across Europe and even in Iceland and the Azores. In the Sinai, they performed for the multinational peacekeeping force. And on a typical day, they were helicoptered to 12 mountaintops to perform for the peacekeeping troops. Sounds a little scary and very brave. For those performances in the Middle East, Sandy and the other members of Gravity's Last Stand earned the United States Outstanding Service Award. In 1987, she had a solo act, and her show took her abroad many times as artist in residence to dozens of schools and to nightclubs with a sponsorship from Miller Lite. She retired from performing in 1998. In the 80s and 90s, she served a number of terms on the IJ board, and in 1990, she was co-director of the IJ Fest in LA. That year, she set a women's juggling record in 100 meters, a record that stood for several years. And she still holds the Masters women's record, IJA record for juggling in the 100 and 400. 3 years ago, when the IJA became an all-volunteer organization, Sandy stepped forward as a very important person to take over the fest that was planned for Buffalo in 2004. That year, she oversaw package prices that were cut nearly in half, and still the fest made a record profit that vitally helped shore up the IJA's sagging reserves. Also in 2004, Sandy climbed, get this, Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania and juggled 5 balls on the summit, which is over 19,300 feet and is the highest in Africa. I wonder if the Maasai tribe members that she entertained there have started a juggling club yet. Last year, she trekked to Mount Everest Base Camp, and from there she climbed to 18,500 feet and juggled 5 balls for the Sherpas. This fall, she's headed back there to climb and no doubt juggle once again, maybe teach those same Sherpas a few more tricks. Do you remember the cookies and ice cream given out at the championships in Buffalo? I thought you would. And do you remember those great red prop bags given out last year in Davenport? Those were all donated by Sandy. And several months ago, when the IJA was having trouble shipping DVDs, Sandy stepped up, became the IJA's merchandise distributor, and shipments are back on schedule. Always looking forward, last week she did a site inspection for possible 2008 festival. This week she's been elected once again to the IJA board, and for this fest she donated funds for the first-time prizes in the numbers championships. To give numbers even more respect, she designed and donated new table banners as well. Sandy is also the assistant director for next year's festival to John Satriano, when the IJA will be having its festival in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So look for some more good work in Sandy's preparations for that fest. Wherever juggling or the IJA needs some help, there you'll find Sandy, ready, willing, and able. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient of the IJA Extraordinary Service Award, Sandy Brown.
Thank you, Martin. There's the family that you're born into, and then there's also the family of friends that you choose. I have the extraordinary good fortune of having 2 exceptional families, my personal one and you. And as my husband Lee can affirm, I've given some to the IJA, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of love. But in reality, I've gotten so much more in return that I consider that I'm way ahead. I'm very humbled by your recognition. Thank you very much.
Sandy Brown.
Well, whew, good times, good times. All right. Well, we're going to move things right along, get on to our next act. And this guy, he combines technical juggling and comedy better than few I've seen before. And they said Peter Pan could fly. Well, this man has no visible means of support. Please. Someone actually got it. I didn't get it when he told it to me. But we got the smart guys up front here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from Neverland via Boston, Massachusetts, Mr. Peter Panic.
Let's have a big hand for Aaron. But Aaron, I gotta say, Mr. Panic was my father's name. Gonna do some juggling for you all. Hold your applause, please. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you didn't hate it. The guy who lives downstairs from you hates this. Imagine how it looks to a dog. This drives the dog crazy. Of course, you got to remember, this is 35 in dog balls. It's amazing to me, there's absolutely no dead spots on this stage. Yesterday, I would have swore it had a couple. Hey, settle down. Settle down. They made me promise I was going to be nice, or at least try to. Oh, Peter Panic is not my real name. My real name is Robin Hood. It's easy for me. I have a square head. Got that from my mother's side of the family. Watch this one. It's not that hard. Oh, grow up. I'm always working on new ideas. How many people here cannot juggle at all? This is really more for the non-jugglers. Check it out. Just don't ask me to eat the lemon. Oh, look, do you really think I'm that much of an idiot? Dude, it's not a real lemon. It's not a real 8-ball. If it was, could I do that? But it is dangerous because one of these days, I'm going to throw the wrong 8-ball. Whack myself on the head and you'll hear this sound. Ow. And you think that's funny. Look. What did Aaron say about me? Did he say I was funny? I'm not funny. I hang out at a juggling convention. People think I'm funny. I was just at a convention for stand-up comedians, and they kept saying, son, you're a pretty good juggler. I told people I was going to be a comedian, and everybody laughed at me. Well, you know what? No one's laughing now. Doesn't even make any sense to me. I'm going to have you hold that for me just for a second. I'll juggle 3, and then I will attempt to juggle with 4 balls. All right, audience of jugglers, you don't care. Oh, boy. You guys watch any of that World Cup stuff? That was fun. Oh, man. I couldn't be a soccer player. Quick throw it before they notice. I don't know. It was fun watching it. They actually were real good, some of them. Thank you. I don't know. A lot of people think watching 22 people play with 1 ball is more exciting than watching one person play with 5 or 7. I know you don't feel that way. That's what I love about this room. This is a room full of people that are saying 7 million people, 7 billion people might be wrong. I could probably play soccer. Here's my strategy. Basically, you just run down the field pushing people out of your way. Come on, try to get the ball, Peggy. The Brazilians are good, but they're not that tall. The only thing you got to worry about, you get kicked in the head a lot. You end up with a steel plate in your head. All you have to do is find a ball with a magnet in it. You want me to tell you when the jokes are coming or when they've already been? It's terrible. I'll do an impression for you. Check it out. My impression of the Boston Celtics logo. All right, you didn't. From Boston, maybe you didn't get that one. How about this one? Notre Dame. All right. I got a million of them. The Thinker. Also known as My Visit to India. Stop. Trying to keep it clean. How about this one? I call that the albatross. Do you get it? It kind of goes around my neck. People, the test is right after the show. I'm going to have you just, I don't know if you want to stand up, just toss it nice and high. Everyone's going to clap for you. Give her a big hand. Should look like the smallest man in the world juggling tennis balls. Thank you. Thank you. Trying to keep this short, so they'll ask me to do it again sometime. That's a hard one. Thanks. I'll tell you why. To learn how to do that, I had to learn how to see through rubber. I'm going to tell a true story real quick, and then we'll finish up. A couple days ago, I walked around the gym with a ball like this and asked a bunch of people to sign it. Please do not feel excluded if I didn't ask you to sign it. Nothing personal. It was a funny story, though. I donated it to the raffle, to the auction. They auctioned it off. I asked what it went for. It went for $21. People, this is a $30 ball. Got some of the most talented jugglers anywhere. You devalued the ball. Gonna go for a quick ride. Oh boy. Thank you. Wasn't even gonna juggle anything. I just wanted to say bye. It's been a fun convention. You guys enjoyed the convention? All right. It's been fun watching you all walk around wearing green. Don't get used to it. Don't make it a habit. Oh, I really like looking down on people. Riding this thing makes me feel really impotent. I've always kind of lived on the edge a little bit, and lately I've been feeling a little bit like a cartoon character that took a couple of steps off the ledge, hasn't looked down yet. But I figured out you can fly. All you got to do is think happy thoughts and keep your chin up. Anyway, my name's Peter Pennick. It's been a lot of fun. I love you all. I love this festival. I love this convention. Hope to see you next year. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Pennick, the man who can fly. Oh, I love that big ball stuff. That's my favorite. The tennis ball joke, I love that one. Anyway, enough about me. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act was the winner of the 4-club extreme juggling competition, which I was a competitor in. And the reason he beat me is because he actually landed a trick, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, you should have seen the competition. I was just everywhere. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he comes all the way from Netherlands. He's a student in mechanical engineering, which is a degree I actually finished a few years ago. And look what I'm doing with it. Yeah. I hear Jack Calvin has one too. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, real good idea, Niels. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Niels Dunker.
¿Quieres saber de dónde soy? Que te apunte a algún lugar de tu propia tierra. Soy con la misma entrega, voy. Es la misma luz del sol que te vio nacer. También de qué raza soy, de qué origen o condición. De la raza humana soy, siento que a tu lado estoy. Un solo destino que nos verá crecer. Quítate la venda de una vez, oh, y empieza a mirar sin distinción. Esas diferencias que tú ves, oh, no las reconoce el corazón. Mezcla de colores, mezcla de sabores. Todos somos uno, no igual a todos aquí o allá. Mezcla de ilusiones, llena corazones. Cadena de vida, una sola voz cantando a la paz. Quiero amar al respirar y contigo comenzar. quieres saber de dónde soy, que te apunte a algún lugar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Niels Dunker. Oh. Sorry, her feet are killing her. I thought I'd help her out here. There you go. You try wearing heels. I mean, I have to wear them at work and they kill me. So. All right. I'm only working for these two guys, apparently. That's it. That's why I have to wear the heels. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, to present the Historical Achievement Award, we're going to bring up a woman who's had quite a history with the IJA over the last few years. She talked a lot about herself and the juniors competition, so I'm just going to leave it all up to her. Please welcome Miss Dorothy Finnegan.
I have a stool just for me. I'm going to pull it out. This is a whole new angle on life. Well, the International Jugglers Association Historical Achievement Award is not presented annually. It is given only when appropriate to a living legend, a member of our juggling community whose name and routine has altered our juggling landscape forever. The handful of individuals who have been presented with this award in decades past are luminaries of such greatness that they are known by a single name: Ignatov, Montego, Lottie, Cardenas, Foodie, Popovich. To speak these names conjures a lifetime of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, renown, respect, and eventually, on nights like these, recognition by a community of peers that become an extended family. Our elders are our links to the past. They are our heroes. It is only because of them that we have a future. And so, tonight, joining the constellation of juggling's everlasting stars is a man to be remembered by a single name: Kumar. Kumar Pallana, also known as Kumar of India, is a man who has experienced greatness in not just one career, but a few. He was not only one of the variety entertainers of his day, and his day began in 1918 when he was born in India. But he is also a man who has become a respected yoga teacher and master of meditation in more recent years. And in his 8th decade of life, he began a new career, and he's now known by a wider population thanks to Wes Anderson films like Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, The Royal Tenenbaums, and he called me a couple of years ago to say, "Dorothy, you must go on the internet and Google this man I am working with, because he's a big director of movies. And his name is Steven Spielberg." And so Kumar's, not latest role, but
I think I come early a little bit, you know. So you finish or no?
Okay. I know you're on a schedule, Grandpa Kumar. I got it. Okay, well, he stands up the show, whether it's Tom Hanks and Catherine Zeta-Jones, or me. And here he is, a man that I love. And many of you have gotten to love him, a chance to fall in love with him this week. Kumar.
Start now. you want me to start acting? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I need some music, please. This is today's I started. This is 1936. I started in Bombay. I was in a Chinese place, I pick up. And this afternoon, a friend of mine, he was showing me. So I said, okay. I never have done with this one. This afternoon, he gave me a present. So I said, I'm going to show this one. So I want to thanks to him to give me opening act. This one, I don't need to prove anything. I've seen many, many much better jugglers and performers and good actors while I'm in last 2-3 days watching. So I don't have to prove that I'm better than or I'm nobody. So this is my first, used to be opening act, and that reminds me, so let me try. Like I said, yesterday when I had the workshop, I talk. I said, sometime I does it, sometime I doesn't does it. So always remember, doesn't does it. Thank you. Music, please. You have the music here? This is any of you want to start the plate act, you can start with something so you don't have to worry about to break it. So you go in your house and you can have the spin. And then you can have, this is the idea that how you can start. And that's the reason I thought I can do something. I'm sure you don't mind. It's a dragging act. I'm dragging. And like I said, sometime I does it, sometime I doesn't does it. Now you can practice also. Thank you. Then you can practice. This is, and you can practice whatever you have here, juggle, ball, or whatever. You can do all this back and kick back. This is the idea that I used to Paris, Las Vegas, and I used to show them that this ring goes inside while I'm doing this one. Now you will be surprised how can be done. You have anybody ideas, put the hand up. I used to spin, and making all this suspense. And then this plate used to go way up. And when the plate goes spinning, goes up, put the hand and catch it. And very simple. So idea is works. Thank you. Then I have the same plate, have the ring, and you go over, and then you take it out. The leg comes up and go here, and then do it. That's it. What do you want? More? Then I used to have, this was my good opening. And I used to have the 3 plates, you can call shower or whatever you call. And I used to get, you could not count it. They used to come, zoom, 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 you know. And then this was, I used to do 3 plate. I'm going to try. Like I said, sometimes I does it, sometimes I doesn't. So some of you young juggler can practice, and you can do 4 or 3. So you hold it, the grips are the important part. This does it. Not good. No. No, I don't deserve it. Those are the best one, you see. This is, but idea, that's why I'm doing this one. Same thing, some of the juggler I saw in New York, Chicago, London, Paris. Agent give them the booking. Some club don't have the height, and you could not do your 6th ring or the 5th ring. So I realized I used to do roly-poly, handstands and all. But anyway, on the roly-poly is this much height and there, and then you. So this is the idea that any of you have the problem that there's no height in the basement, some clubs are. So you can work and do the spinning. You can spin. Another day I mentioned that you have a grip. Without this grip, you'll be unable to do it. You have to have the grip. So the grip is, some of you are practicing, and sometimes you do this one, don't work. So this grips you can have. Once you learn the grip, you can do it in 10 minutes, the spinning. So any of you have the interest, you must learn this grip. So you have the grip, then you have the same thing, and here. This is the grip. This is grip. This is the grip. So once you have the grip, you just catch it and go, and this one goes. And hold it. This is the idea I'm just giving you. I'm 87. Thanks God that I'm able to come here to make you happy. Sometime on the stage, when you have somebody get sick, somebody come late. So I can suggest you that you should have some other act. And I used to do, when somebody gets sick or sometime they need a 5 minute or 10 minutes, then I said, okay, no problem for me to go on the stage and perform 5 to 10 minutes till the some act come back. So I have the rope or the, look at, thank you. Anyway, a small rope. I say, I'm from India. And you have read the books, you have seen some scene. The rope goes and the little boy climbs. So would you like to see this rope go up? That's enough, that's enough. So I try my best. Like I said, sometimes I does it, sometimes. I'm killing the time. Some other act is late. So, oh, I remember now my old line. I say, I'm from India, American ropes never works. I mean, this is the way you kill the time. But anyway, you are a performer and you must make the audience happy. So I said, when I used to go in India, I used to hold like this. I hold and do my tricks. Texas, the cowboy, he said, nah, this don't looks good. You do should like the cowboy does it. So he said, you just hold like this, and you hold just like this. And I said, this is what it is. He said, you hold just like this. This looks good. I said, I tried before, my friend. Every time I do, I have the problem. I get this problem. So I say, you see, that now I have to do all this thing to make my own style back to this way. And I said, this is very hard. And you want me to go all this one? I don't like, I like my old system. I say, in old way we hold it, and when we finish it, we just go like this, and it becomes just like this. This is remind me, just I've killed my time before the some act don't come. This is not the, just to kill. Now, you have the small rope, and what you do, you just throw, and it's become just like an 8. Or you can do, make a loop. If you want to learn, the loop is a very important part, this part. So make a loop, and you hold it and throws it, and it's become like this again. But there should be a knot. Like should be the knot like this. Now, if you want to learn the knot, I used to do on the tie. So you have, this is only the way you kill the time on the stage when some act is not here. So you drag it, and you have the stick, or you have the knot. Then I know that some of you have very dirty mind here. I know. So this is called, before I do that one, I like to make the people, some people are smile. You want comedy, this is comedy. This is called the slippery knot. This knot slips. So, when you have the slippery knot, and then you see the look, you go like this, you learn and get a grip. make it slippery again. But the best part of this one is you come like a magic. Would you like to see this knot jump from here to there? Frontward, front way or the backward? Backward, no problem. He comes there, no problem. You want front to jump back, no problem. But since I have done, you have your watch or something? I can have it? Yeah, put this one there. This, okay, go ahead. Now, this knot, you can watch this knot go right on her watch. I just go like this, and it goes like this. There. Thank you, dear. So this is the way you kill the 5 to 10 minutes. There are the bunch of the tricks you'll be able to make on the rope. And the best one, you have to show that you are somebody. So I like to do without touching 1 or 2 knots or 3 knots. How many knots you want me to do? How many? 2, 3? Oh, 3, okay. So I don't touch my hand, and I hope I do this. I know I never practiced this 1 knot. And then you go and make other knot, no? This other knot. And now you want 3rd knot. I don't have to do anything, I just turn hand and make the 3rd knot. Thank you. Oh, there's the one trick more, and sometimes they say 1 minute more. So I said, okay. I do 1 more minute or half 30 seconds. You have the you hold, and you get a handkerchief. You tight it up the knots there, and this is just to kill the 30 seconds because somebody is not ready. Okay? Ready? Oh, 5 more seconds. Okay, yes, sir. So you have like this. You have this one, it just goes up and down. And then this one goes up. I don't think so that I'm able to do it this way. Thank you. Here. No. Oh boy. Thank you. One minute. I want to thank to the Juggling Association, IJA, and most of the people who are behind the stage, arranging all year round, all the management, all the publicity. And some people you don't even heard how hard they work. I want to thank and pray for their long life. So give them the bigger hand as much as you can. Also, the man is behind you, the who does all the mic, all the auditing, gentlemen, and nobody think about him. So give him the bigger hand, bigger. And in my life, most of the important parts that I learned is the audience, and they deserve the much bigger hand. Without them, we are nothing. We are next to nothing. So I want again a big hand for all of you.
Kumar Ballana, come on! Now I demand that each and every one of you in the next few weeks go out and rent Bottle Rocket. I saw it several years ago. It's a fantastic movie, and Kumar's the safe cracker in it. It's hilarious, really. Come on, who's seen it? Come on! Good film. All right, well, this is bringing us pretty well to the close of tonight's show. But we have one more very, very, very important thank you that we're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up a couple of people. We're going to bring up Katya Sabin. our festival chair. Come on up here, Katja. And we've got to bring up Bill Gilliland, the festival high chair. Bill, where are you? There you go. I'll jump on up there, Bill. Oh, he's spry. Is he awake in there? Is he? All right. Oh, he's sleeping. Sorry, I'll be quiet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these two people have put in an incredible amount of effort. I can't even, fathom the amount of effort they put in to put on this wonderful festival for us. So I want to give them a big thanks. Let's give them a little. It's a big applause. And we've also got, oh yeah, get up, come on, get up. There you go. Oh. You want me to give you some privacy? Would you like that? Now you've got the flowers. It's a small token of the appreciation that we want to give you, but I also have one more little bit of appreciation that I want to give you guys personally. Now, Albert Lucas, he commissioned the Lucas Cup that's awarded every year. Now, I'd like to start a tradition. I've commissioned a certain award here that I want to bestow on the organizers of this festival. Now, unfortunately, there's only one award, so we're going to have to work that through. But ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2006 IJA Juggler Bowling Trophy. Here you go. Now, seeing as there's only one award and there's two of you, we're going to have to work out who's going to get it. So I'd like to bring out tonight's bowling pins. Maybe we might want to scooch the child out of the way, to be honest with you. Just a little bit, this could get dangerous. And Peggy, you might want to move to the podium unless you want to be a pin as well. So we're going to bring up all our pins tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll explain the rules in a moment. This is Scotty Meltzer. He's produced the show. Let's give him a hand. Work, Scotty. He did a good job, but we're going to still throw stuff at his face. This is Ivan Pacell. We got Rod Kimball from the Flying Karamazov Brothers. We got Becca Rose, SJRI adjunct professor. Mr. Niels Dunker, Mr. Peter Panic. The rest of the pins, we got Matt Hall. We got Neil Fred Bruschetta there, no, Pachotto, sorry. And we got Matt Henry. And those are our pins. Now, we're going to bring up tonight's scorekeeper is Mr. Phil DiPaolo. He's, yeah, you got 4 people to applaud for you. Sorry, Phil. He's the Professional Bowlers Association 1983 Juniors finalist. Is that right, Bill? So, big hand for Bill. Now, let me explain the rules. We're all going to juggle 4 clubs each. We're going to be nice and tight, like 10 pins. Bill and Katja, you're going to stand right over there. Phil's going to show you where. You're each going to get 2 shots. You knock down as many pins as you can. Now, you're going for the clubs, not the heads of the jugglers. So, Phil, bowling tradition, we're going to have ladies first. So, Bill, grab your ball. And Bill, grab your ball. That joke worked out. All right, we got enough room back there, guys? I'm going to move up just a touch here. I'm going to be the head pin. All right, Bill, remember, aim for the clubs, not the jugglers. Everybody ready to go? A little tighter in there, Niels. There we go. Oh, this reminds me of a juggling festival. We got 9 guys surrounding 1 woman. That's cool. All right. We're all trying to impress her. Well, that's right. You need a little fan there, Bill? He's taking it a little seriously. It's a great trophy. I'm sure you want to take it. All right.
The baby's own sister is leaving the baby on stage, okay?
Oh, is Peggy providing protection for the child? That's great. Is that in her interpreter contract? All right, everybody ready? All right, Bill, 2 shots. Here we go, gang. Oh. All right, how's he doing? Keep juggling. Who's up? Keep juggling. Who we got? How many? Can you pick up the split? All right, Bill, go for it. That's right. Look at that, a spare. No, he picked up a spare. Good work. Was he still? You dropped independently. They're going to take back that IJA gold medal, Matt. That's. Oh, sorry. Oh, come on. It's not like I dropped tonight. All I've done is drop all week. All right, here we go. Katja, your turn. You're going to have to beat a spare. Sorry. All right, Katja, you ready? Here we go. Let's juggle. Oh, she might have gone a little high. Oh, I got to keep going. I got her. I got you. Stay low. Whoa! Can the pins fight back? I don't know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how many we got? We got 3 going, so it looks like Bill Gilliland is tonight's juggler bowling champion. Well done, Bill! It's no Lucas Cup, but I'm not very full of myself, so there you go. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big hand for these organizers, and thanks to all the people who've helped out. On the sound, we've got Cade and Crystal and all our lovely stage hands. Oh, the bowling theme continues.